Hi guys, I am Mama Verdemeni. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children still live at home, which is kind of amazing to me. It's like I don't think about it, I just say it, and it's just part of my life. And I have a bunch of kids, and that's just part of my life, and it's day to day life, and it's just normal for us. Like it doesn't feel like, oh my goodness, I have a bunch of kids in my house all the time. But when I sit back and reflect on that or think about that, I just feel so blessed that the Lord's given me 14 children to care for through this life. It's just such a beautiful thing. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we are going to go over um, this menu that we're doing for this month. So it might be a little bit choppy because it is like 6 o'clock, which is kind of like the before bed type routine here. I'm just trying to like make this for you guys kind of quick. So just remember, like when I'm talking about my groceries or I'm talking about anything really like meals and all that type of stuff, like the Lord blesses each of our families specifically in a certain way. And whatever works for your family might not work for my family. And whatever works for my family might not work for your family. So, like, we've had to make a lot of changes of diet over the years, just with different situations, different children being sick, and different complications, all those types of things. Like, that's my family, and I've chosen to make like those different decisions. Because you make different decisions than me does not mean that we're like yours is wrong and mine is right, and mine's wrong or yours right is right or anything like that. I want you guys to all understand that like we're all on our own paths and our own journey with the Lord, and I just feel so blessed with what the Lord does provide for our family. When you see my grocery videos, you guys also see butchering videos and that type of stuff. So you know that we also, I just shoved my hand in like banana. That was lovely. um, you guys also know that we do grow our own food and that type of stuff. So yeah, we have some of canned vegetables and we have some meats and all those types of things. So I'm going to go over a couple things. One of those is, do we grow our own meat? And I'm going to answer that question and vegetable questions. And then I'm going to go into what my plan is for over the next couple weeks. So no, we do not grow our own meat, all our own meat. This year we grew, I'm trying to think. We had one bull, he was a good size. We had one bull. We've had um, four pigs. No, three pigs. Yes, three pigs that we have in the freezer. And then we had four lambs, which I didn't video. It was just a really quick thing. I've had some kids. I think they might have croup. We haven't had that in years and years, but it seems to get worse at nighttime. Everyone kind of got a head cold, but the couple little kids, they ended up getting like kind of like this raspy, junky cough, but it's only like at nighttime. So we're just that it's been a couple long nights, and then it affected my daughter's blood sugars, and shows she's been up a lot. Somebody is tending to her. She is grumpy. Yes, she is very grumpy. She wants to go to sleep, and it's not quite time for her to go to sleep, and she just doesn't know what she wants with life. So, anyway, so we grow about, I'd say about 60% of our food, and that is a really good estimate that we have. I mean, not our own food, of our, yes, of our meat. So last year we also grew 100 meat birds to go with that. So next year we are going to make some changes. I definitely want to do more meat birds. Years ago we grew about 95% of our own meat, but we also ate a very meat was like a side kind of, and we ate a lot of like carbs, and we ate a lot of like processed breads and pastas and that type of stuff, and we really felt it in our health after we did it a few years. I felt very tired a lot of times, especially through pregnancies. I really struggled with that. My iron was always very, very low. So my children's iron was a low a lot of times. So we've done it all. Well, I've never done vegan. I've done vegetarian before, but I've never done vegan. So I've not tried it all, and I don't plan on trying any crickets. So yeah, no. So we our goal is we want to grow more of our food. We have to think of it this way. So if I wanted to grow meat for 365 days a year. For our family, if we eat meat at one meal, it's like 4 pounds. So say we ate, but then we'll probably have meat at either of the other two meals. So we're looking at 10 pounds a day. So if we were to do that for 365 days in the year, we would need 3,650 pounds. That's just quick math, right? And we're not growing that extent of our meat. Our meat this year would have probably been about, well, including fish, around the 50% mark, maybe even less. Some years it's been really high. This year, this is what it's going to be. So what we need to do is we need to grow more of our meat, and I'll explain that later, as we did, not later in this video, later like throughout our journey together. So vegetables, we grow a lot of vegetables. Through the summertime, I rarely buy vegetables. I'll buy some fruits. I want to learn how to like stagger it out a little bit better, so I have a longer period of fresh stuff rather than canned stuff. But we can a lot.
Have this off.
Yes, you can have that off. But we can a lot. So probably 50-ish percent, just because now normally it would be more like 80%, but because we're choosing to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables as far as like salad and stuff goes, then it lowered it because we're eating more of that. So here we go. We are going to do like a rotational breakfast, and the breakfast we used to have all the time was like oatmeal. We'd eat quite a bit of oatmeal. We are not putting oatmeal in our breakfast rotation, although there might be times that we just throw oatmeal on because it's quick and easy. But it is a high carb, but it could be used like as far as like you could have a smaller portion of oatmeal. And this is how it was used actually in the 50s. You found it a lot of times that oatmeal was used kind of like as a side to like eggs and bacon. And we might eventually use it like that. I can't tell. I tried to put a light on because it's always dark in here. That might be better. But then it looked like there was circles like in my eyes, but my glasses are really dirty, so it's hard to tell. Okay, so we have most of everything is 2 days. So I have 2 days of yogurt, and our yogurt would look like Sweet Pea she would actually have a cup and a third of keto yogurt and then keto granola. And then everyone else would be having most people would be having Greek yogurt, but I also have a dairy-free yogurt as well. And you probably saw all those in my grocery haul. And at the end of my grocery haul, if you haven't seen my grocery haul yet this month, at the end of that, I actually list out what I actually am buying per month and per week. And the yogurt is in that because I don't have a lot of fridge space anymore. Okay, so the yogurt. So my daughter is also taking some other medications, and she really enjoys those in a smoothie. And I like smoothies because you can like jam pack a bunch of stuff in there without the kids really knowing. So Monday is going to be egg and smoothie. Actually, 2 days of the week will be egg and smoothie. So it'll be scrambled eggs or fried eggs. Those are the two favorites. And a smoothie. And then Tuesday will be pancake and smoothie. And then we'll do that rotation again. Wednesday yogurt, Thursday egg and smoothie, Friday would be pancake and smoothie. I tried a low carb almond flour pancake, and that turned out fairly well. I mean, I'm still probably going to look until I find something that's perfect or that I really, really enjoy, but it was definitely workable. I'm trying to move off of gluten-free flour. So that was definitely a workable recipe that I'm saying like the prepackaged gluten-free flour. And eventually I might get into a rotation of making my own almond milk and then my own pancakes with like that type of stuff, but I'm not there yet. We'll see about that. Okay. So then Saturday will be egg and sausage quiche. And a lot of that will be a lot of like leftovers, whatever's in the fridge. So by that day, I'll look to see what we have left over as far as like tidbits from salad. Like if we have onions and peppers from that, I'll just like stir fry that up with some sausage or whatever. And then that would be a quiche for Saturday. Okay. So then we have lunch. I have two rotations. So I'm going to have lunch and I'm going to give you my salads. So there's 7 days worth of salads. And then I put on the side some soup ideas that we also have the ingredients in our home that we could make if we wanted to instead of the salad. If we run out of lettuce, if we're just feeling like it's really chilly outside and we want a soup instead, then we can make those. So first I'll just give you the rotation of the salads, and then I'll tell you the soups that we can rotate through really easily. So that would be tuna salad. So I'm going Sunday. So Sunday would be tuna salad. Taco salad for Monday. Tuesday would be chicken salad. It could be chicken salad or it could be rotisserie chicken. I just cut some chicken off the bones and I will share that at the end of this video, I believe. Yes, I'll share that at the end of this video. Um, and so I cut some chicken off there. So it can be like rotisserie chicken or it could be chicken salad, either or. I have canned chicken that would make chicken salad. So Tuesday would be chicken. Wednesday would be I think it's called chef salad, where there's ham and egg. I cut some ham off the bone and we'll have eggs with that. And then I keep writing, this is so funny, I keep writing big man salad, and it's not big man salad, it's Big Mac salad. I made I was writing it and I wrote it wrong one time, and now I keep like copying it the wrong way. So Big Mac salad, so that would be with the ground beef. And then Friday would be egg salad. And Saturday would be bacon, lettuce, and tomato salad. So it'd be like bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, avocados. Taco salad also has avocados in it. Okay, so those are my basics there. And then I'll give you the soups that we could potentially have throughout the week. So butternut squash soup, we still have a bunch of butternut squashes from the garden, which is super exciting. So we could make a soup out of that. We have been. Chicken and cauliflower. So instead of like chicken noodle, we'd use chicken and like rice cauliflower. Sweet pea actually doesn't really like soups. And it's really hard. Normally, I would just say this is what we're eating for a meal. And that's it. If you don't eat it, then you don't get snack. If you do eat it, then you get snack. Simple as that. But it's hard when you're giving insulin on what you potentially think that they're going to eat. So at this point, we kind of let her choose what she wants to eat for meals within like reason. She has like a box of, you may have these things. And a lot of times she just wants meat and vegetables. So that's what she's been having. She doesn't really like potatoes, like we like make our own French fries and whatever potatoes. What are those called? Like baked potatoes and that type of stuff. She hates mashed potatoes. Okay, so chicken and cauliflower soup, and then I have the stuff if I want to make beef stew. We also have the stuff if we want to make cream of broccoli, and cream of broccoli seems to be a favorite. And then we also have the ingredients for taco soup. So those are kind of like 5 favorite stuff that we have like on hand at most times, and stuff that I need to use up. The chicken and the beef would be from canned products that I already have, and I like to rotate through my canned products because before I go on to do next year's butchering, I would want to try to dwindle down my canned products from the year before, and then I would can up. If I had anything left over, I would can that up. That's the rotation I had been in when we had more cows. We used to have use of the field right next to our house. I don't know if you've seen it. And at that time, we had 4 to 6 cows, and it made it really convenient for us. We need to put some more fence out back and that type of stuff. But I think we're going to work it so we can up our cows this year. And plus, we have some bigger people that can handle bigger animals. Okay, so then supper is just going to be meat, veg, salad, and potato and rice. So basically, whatever meat we're having, say we're having meatloaf, then you'd have 2 vegetables. It could be like, say, Brussels sprouts that I sauteed up, along with like a canned vegetable, say carrots or whatever that I already canned, and then potato or rice on the side of that. My husband really wants the potato or the rice, and I'm totally okay with that. So that is our little rotation there. So a lot of times the meat might be, right now I'm like dwindling down to what I had stacked up as far as freezer meals, but I'm sure we're going to be doing another freezer meal day soon. So most of the time that meat would be the freezer meal portion, and then the other things would go together. So I think at the end of this video, which is pretty soon here, I am going to share a couple things. One of those is when I go grocery shopping, I like to pack things out, especially when things are tight. There's been seasons of my life that I haven't done this, and there's been seasons of my life that I have done this. So say I have cheese and I want to break it down from a big pack, and I want to break it down. I'll write the dates and stuff on the cheese, and I'll show you that. Another thing is the rotisserie chickens. I already broke those down. I already have them bagged up. It's a great way, just when you get home from the grocery store, to make sure that what you're doing, just do it right then, so you don't have to worry about it. If there's things like yogurt or whatever that you're planning for a meal, write the date of it on there. So if people are in the fridge, they know, don't touch that. That's being used for something. Or, if somebody's having a salad, they'll know oh, wait, this isn't the right bag for this week. I need to use this. Or, hey, we ran out of cheese this week. And it also helps me to know, okay, did that bag last the whole week? Or do I need to add, maybe I need to do 1.5 bags per week. So then I know exactly how much I need to do. So it's kind of I don't want to say it's rationing. It's just I want to know exactly how much is being used and where that's being used, and not to be wasteful in that product. If you just buy big bags of cheese and you're just hey, you can sprinkle cheese all over everything. Yeah, maybe that works for you, but it's not going to save you a lot of money, especially the cheese went up last month. The cheese was $12.84, I want to say. I'd have to look back on my other video. It was 17 something this month, the big bags of the 5 pounds of cheese. Yeah, so I don't even know. Anyway, I'll share those things that I did at the end of this video, but I don't know if I'll be able to come back because my computer is a little bit wonky. So I will share that, but I want to say I hope you all have a blessed day. And if you have any questions or any suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below, because I really do read those comments and I do appreciate your suggestions, because sometimes I can implement all those little things into my own household and it really blesses me. So I just thank you. You guys have a great night. Okay, so all I have on here is I just wrote 11/21. That's going to go in the freezer. This is 12/5. That's going to go in the freezer. I stacked them on top of each other before they were actually dry. And 11/28. Just make sure they are dry before you put them in the freezer, and that will be the dates that are on there. I did the same thing for the cheese here. 11/21, 11/28, and 12/5. And then here, those are all going in the freezer. She's going to take those out to the freezer. Sliced cheese I find does not freeze very well. So I have 2 packages for 12/5, 2 for 11/21, 2 for 11/14, 2 for 11/28. If I use more than these, I did account for it in my weekly grocery haul. But what I'm going to do is just try to use it like this to see exactly how much I go through and see if I can do it at a reasonable manner and what will work and what won't. Okay guys, so we just took, this is 2 chickens of the rotisserie chickens, and this is 2 of the rotisserie chickens. Those are for the dates said on the package here. And then my daughter had made a ham, so this is for tomorrow, and this will be for chef salad. So we'll be cooking a bunch of eggs, probably a dozen to 18 eggs for hard-boiled eggs, and then there will be this to go with it on the salad. And then this right here is another portion for another day, and that's the date that will be used. And then here I have just the drumsticks. I put 3 in a bag to go with my husband's lunch. So I have 3 of those, and then this was only going to be 2. So I did the thigh and the drumstick, and I just had to wait. It was really steaming a minute ago. I'll zip that up in a minute. So he has 2 of those, but those actually have the thigh portion as well in there. So that is a way that you can just take a few minutes and prepare a meal.